Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and I need ice. I need a bit more ice and I could go to the tunneling machine and grab it out of there. I could take out the truck and find some ice. We will not do that. I will use another rover I've built. It seems to be all the rage now to just build rover after rover after rover. The guy Octomoose that built the BASERUNNER, I now remember that, and we can take a look at that thing here. That's the build that I mentioned in the last episode. This thing here. He wrote me a nice message. Oh, I wanted to see it. Maybe someone Maybe someone mentioned it. I have to take a look at that later. But he wrote me a nice message with some information on how he built his BASERUNNER, and there's good information in there that I can really use. Thank you for that. He had some more stuff related to also failures of these suspensions, and my idea of doubling up blocks to not have the wheels just go through the material seems to be right. He also mentioned that, and he said that I maybe should use blaster blocks when I do stuff like that. That will happen in the latest model that I've built. It's not there because I built it before I saw the comment, but yeah, big thank you to that. There was a lot more comments, some ideas. Someone wanted to have this prototype. It's out on the workshop now under my name. Again, if you want to do something with it, it's just this thing. We can take a look at this too, because I made some changes to it, and then we will go off on our ice trip. That's the new one I've built. So I took a look at some of photos of Curiosity. That's the rover on Mars that has some sort of this suspension, and yeah, I made it very, very steep, the whole thing, and I wanted to make it a bit more shallow, and also notice that the back wheels they have an incline kind of, and I also wanted to test the new system on here. So that's the rover we will take out to one of the ice spots that I hopefully have somewhere in the region back there. Maybe I can grab some ice there. This thing also has built-in repair systems, and what it doesn't have is guns. Yeah, I could put some guns on there, but I think that's it's kind of useless. This thing is not a fighting vehicle. But let us take a short look at the prototype again. One comment that I got was that I should shorten the range of basically the movement that the arms on the sides, the swing arms, the suspension arms, can go up. So when it speeds up, that it doesn't go too crazy. I've done that, and I will have to play with the numbers again, but it is working out a lot better because it doesn't completely hop up when I start moving this thing. It still has the side movement, but that's just a physics thing. That's what happens with cars that turn. They go into the suspension, and otherwise this thing also works really great. So the idea to maybe use this system for another rover at one point could be interesting. I'm thinking about limiting the size of stuff like that to the maximum size I can cut, so that every rover that I have is able to fit through. So if we build maybe another big rover with this suspension system, we should think about keeping it flat, not too wide. Something like the BASERUNNER would be nice. I will import the thing and take another look at that, because I really like the design, and I'm losing my voice. I want to, especially the front looks kind of neat, and I want to bring that in. Maybe we can do a bit of a thing and put that thing in and then take a look at it and then remove it again, something. So this thing. This time I was a bit more careful with placement of a connector, so everything is wired up with large conveyors, so now we can put everything in here, get everything out of here. It has still 2 built-in repair systems that I still need to set up. I messed up the placement of the wheels a bit, or the suspension wheels here. I had to move this one block back, but I'm okay with that. It works out fine. Let us take a look. So if we start that up and just go for it, it works like every rover. It is nice and springy. It doesn't have the ridiculous amount of swing that the cockpit of the other one has. So this thing, again, I don't want to say that the other one is bad. It works well too, but this one is a bit more not thought through. The suspension is a bit nicer. It doesn't have the notion to just stand up on its behind legs and all that stuff. It works out really, really fine. I like it. So we will take this thing over to the ice, and then we will how to say? We will grab some ice, and then I will come back and fill up the rover. I used up all the ice that I had to fill up the hydrogen tanks. We will see. I will have to get there, and then we will see how much ice we can grab. What I don't have is anything to harvest the ice. Maybe I do that by hand. We will see. One thing I have to say is that that's one of the reasons why I kind of prefer drill and fill systems. They are loud when you come too close to them, but the drill is obnoxiously loud. I had to bring down the sound levels because it was just... Don't know if I could talk that way. So while drilling here, I found something that I kind of want to talk about. I don't know why, but I'm wondering about a certain mindset. Again, I'm not a proponent of anything here. It's just I was wondering about that yesterday. Yesterday I played Red Dead Redemption 2, and this refers to other games too. I know that the whole concept exists in other games too. The concept of griefers. People that run around and behave like don't behave very nice towards the other players. And let's say that way, I had a run-in with one guy and I just wanted to do, I just wanted to do a short thing. I didn't plan on staying long. I just wanted to do a short thing, and I had a run-in with a guy that was shooting up other people. in my book, clearly a griefer, because again, it's just running around shooting other people that don't do that, or that don't plan on doing that. That's, let's say it that way. And being even marked for that Red Dead Redemption shows you basically people that run around and being griefers. And our exchange was unpleasant, let's say it that way. I died, and I tried to kill him then, but he was good. There's no say in that he was a bad player. I can't say if he had hacks or anything. I don't want to say it even. He was good. He put some shots out on me, and then I parlayed. That's a thing you can do in there to just not be bothered by these guys for 10 minutes or something like that. And then I saw that he was after other players. And I thought, hey, why not grieve his griefing? And I threw dynamite at him, because that throws him off and he doesn't get hurt, but he at least can't place his shots. And then he got angry with me that I did that. And he said it's because I don't have skill and I can't play the game. And I said that I don't really care for that, because I know that I'm not good at shooting other people. Don't do that a lot. Not a PvP guy most of the time. Except there is certain, don't know. I can hold my ground against certain people, but other people I just can't, and I don't want to do that. That's the next thing. And we exchanged unpleasantries, let's say it that way. I was mean to him, and it doesn't matter anymore. But the thing is, I don't understand the mindset. Where's the fun in? And there's griefers in Space Engineers too. There's griefers in Minecraft. There's griefers everywhere. Where's the fun in ruining other people's fun? Especially with the argument that I'm just salty because I don't have skill. Again, I don't care for skill because I don't need it. Don't need to be good there. And the next thing is also saying it is that way. The game is meant to be played that way, and it's just not. You can go into shootout series and do PvP with other people. And why not do that? Why run around and ruin the fun of people that don't want to do that, that just want to be the overworld, do a bit of PvE content, something like that? I don't understand that. That's a concept I can't grasp. It is fun ruining their idea then of the game, because again, it's just the worst thing. And it seems that the majority of people are definitely not in the same boat there, that this is how the game is meant to be played. And the same for Space Engineers, the same for Minecraft, the same for other games where people go around and destroy other people's builds just to do that. Not for PvP reasons, but just to be, don't know, just to not be nice. That's something I don't get. It's just something I don't understand. I'm not that way, and I don't want to be that way. Even, and again, the next thing is I don't think that has anything to do with skill. If you can play PvP, then go and do that. Go into the showdown sessions. Maybe one thing. Maybe the guy is not good enough for showdown sessions. Shooting other people in the overworld that don't do that are not used to PvP, and that don't want to do PvP. Maybe that's his, don't know, That's his way of feeling big, and that was definitely the thing that was happening there. The guy was feeling big because he was just able to shoot people, and was letting me know how good he is and what a nice guy he is. And I told him that I personally think that he's just a sad boy, and that he don't know, maybe he doesn't have friends or something like that. I'm interested in how did you ever experience stuff like that? Did you ever have run-ins with griefers in Space Engineers or in other games? That, what do you think? Where does that come from? And stay civil. I don't want to. This is not something about how giving the most interesting descriptions of these griefers. Where does that come from? I'm interested in that. Or are you yourself a griefer? Do you have fun with that? And why? Why is it such? And I'm pretty sure we don't have a lot of that, but could be that there's people out there that can explain that for themselves and say, I like doing that because this and this reason. I'm not sure if that will happen, because I think it's hard to find an explanation for that. Just because the game gives you the ability to just shoot other people, you shouldn't do that. It's like in real life. It's just because you have the ability to shoot someone else, maybe you can do that, because real life does that too. You can just grab a gun and shoot everybody, and that's how the world works. And you wouldn't do that there too. I know that it is a game and that that is usually very different, but I don't understand that. I don't get my fun out of shooting strangers. Let's say it that way. If you can agree on that with your friends or something like that, then that's a whole different game. But just running around and killing randoms because you can is something I don't get. And there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that deal with that come and do exactly that, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's something I just can't grasp. So I will do some more ice mining after this this look into my momentary gaming habits. I need a teacher in Red Dead Redemption Online that shows me the ropes and tells me how to do that. That would be amazing. Just going in there and doing a bit of training, and then if somebody like that ever comes again and thinks that this is skill shooting random people, give him some skill back. That would be great. Maybe I need to venture into this, something like that. There's YouTube channels out there that deal with that, and they're great. One YouTuber I watch in when it comes to Red Dead Redemption is Mossy Sparks. Nice channel. Not really child friendly, so if you don't watch that, if you don't like to hear the occasional swear words, but that guy is doing a nice job. Maybe it could be a lot of cutting and editing, but he's doing a nice job of just giving hell to people that run around and just shoot other people. If you're interested, take a look at it, and leave him some nice messages. It worked with it worked with the guy on on the workshop. Maybe it works there too. It's just, I don't know. Could be interesting to you. Good. I will do some more digging here. I need to turn off the. I need to turn off the hydrogen tanks. Or I need to build another. I need to build another O2 generator because I would run out of this ice very, very fast again if I would just put it into the hydrogen or O2 generator that I have there. I'm coming back towards the trucks. The drive was relatively nice because I could take the route the trucks took here. The traffic outpost thing was relatively close by to the ice spot. I could just drive there and then follow the road again. Really nice. And one thing I need to do is put on some gyros. This thing is crazy when it comes to the to flipping sometimes. It needs a way to hold itself a lot better, and that's maybe achieved with gyros. I will bring that thing in, hook it up to the rover, lift it up a bit, and then we can. Oh, by the way, I've put. Do I want to? Do I want to do? I will first. I will turn off the conveyor system. So I will have to put the stuff in manually, and then I can decide how I want to do that. If I maybe want to put in another. Maybe another O2 generator to maybe be able to control where I can get my O2 and all that stuff from. I have to take a look at that. Another thing I want to do is I want to put in the blueprint. I want to see that thing live now. We will remove it after that again, and then we I just want to take a look how this thing looks, how it is done, and not keep it in the world. But like the badger mole kind of. The badger mole was one of the few things that I brought into the world from outside, like the Cobra, for example, the Cobra Mark III, also one of the things, just the few things that I bring in and then get rid of it or keep it or whatsoever. So, okay, where could I put gyros on? There's a space, maybe there. I want to keep them close to the middle. So maybe here or here. We will see. I will bring in the the base runner by Octomoose, and then we go over that for a second, and then I will go back to this thing and work on this maybe a bit more. I still have to go 500 meters or something like that. I could make it only faster if I put more drill and fills on the thing, and I really don't want to do this. This, by the way, could use a drill and fill. I have to think of if there's a way to temporarily attach one. We'll have to see. I just spawned that thing and you can see that it is still wobbling. Oh man, this is great. Oh, a mixture. That's how he has done that. Okay, nice. Good to know. I like the idea. I like this grill in the front, and it looks amazing. Yeah, this is someone that can build. I'm just stunned. Oh, I'm stunned by this. Using all the details with the small blocks on the big blocks. I'm always afraid of this. I'm always afraid of doing stuff like this, because it's just Clang is after stuff like that, and I'm happy to see if that works. Ooh, a ramp. How do I open this? Come on, there must be a button somewhere. Oh, there. Is it ramp? Gate rear. Ooh, oh, ah, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, it's so nice. Again, this is someone that clearly knows what he's doing. Ah, yeah, the new gates. I need to implement them. The new gates are. Ooh, this. Ugh, people just. I should just. Ugh, people are just. I'm envious of stuff like that. Oh, no. Keep the ramp down. I'm absolutely envious about people that can implement stuff like that and then just make it look so cool. Yeah, see, it's the same principle. It's shorter arms, swing arms. I would use that to... Ah, the front is so cool. I like the front. And I have so many more blocks that I could use, because I have the armor ramps in and all that stuff. The cockpit, I want to see that. Need to go up there. Ugh. Yeah, there's a landing pad on here. Okay, that's where that leads to. Yeah, just the use of this is stuff I'm always kind of stunned by, because just going and using rotor parts just as a way to make nice greeblings on there and all that stuff. It's just great. Okay, this is half blocks, and then he basically built a shell around the front. So somewhere here must be a rotor. I'm assuming somewhere behind this with a small head, and then he just built small the small stuff just as a shell around the main body. But how does he get it so close? Is that just half blocks? Oh yeah, he can. Ah yeah, pulls in with the half blocks there. Nice. Let us see if we can get through this gate. Open it. Yeah, a nice implementation of the new doors. I haven't done that by now. I need to really take a look at that. Okay, I'm venting all that stuff. Yeah, the purists on the side of the thing said that there's nothing in here, but all the DLCs. Again, just rip out all the DLC stuff if you don't want it. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's so nice. It looks nice. And that's a mobile base. That's really a nice mobile base to have. Good implementation of the doors here. Is the toilet? The toilet is open, but again, they promise doors. There's no doors. That hopefully is the way to the... Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, stairs don't work. What's on the programmable block? Public program constructor code. Okay, it's just a programmable block that we could use. That thing is not set up. Can't see anything. Okay, he wants you to control that with the remote control. So... Ah, okay, that's how you steer that. Ah, okay. And then that's the reverse stuff. Okay, that's neat. That's a neat idea. So that is... Okay, that's the drive. Now it goes backwards, forwards. And then you can just stop it by pressing that. And a neat thing. I really like that. That he used basically no scripts or no scripts to do that. It's just the overrides. I didn't know that you could use overrides to steer that. That's something that I find interesting. I've never used overrides for basically anything. Some people use them to go into space, for example, to just have the push upwards. I don't conserve fuel that way, let's say it that way. So now the question is, if we use this and then put in a script, let's do the subgrid script. We'll just use the same thing. Copy to editor. We will go and bring this up, and so to not disturb all the stuff, we can maybe rename this seat to just cockpit. And then take a look at the 1x1 wheels. 1x1. Is it called suspension or something like that? He hid them. Wheel. So that's the suspension. If we go and tell it to not brake, have no power at all. Strength should be good. That should be good too. The thing is that the subgrid control takes the small wheels too. That's why sometimes you see particles on the small wheels, because it also just uses the... Oh yeah, I should. 1x1 should bring the friction down. It is set down, okay. And if we go and now recomp, can we then... Yes. Okay, I need to reverse the... Need to reverse the steering, or the invert steering, the propulsion. So see, now we can use the... Okay, the front wheels do something weird there. Maybe I go and say, let me get out of here. I just want to test that for a second, and then we do something else. It's just too neat not to test it out. Oh, an outpost came up. That's bad. I hope that no drones are after me right now. This thing will not have steering. This thing will not have steering. And this thing will not have steering. It shouldn't do anything for his overrides if I do that, because he seems to have just overwritten the front wheels. That is a bit problematic, but maybe if I turn off the invert steering now, there seems to be something that he's done to that so that the steering is not inverted for that. Maybe I want this thing. Do I want this thing? I'm not sure. You can decide with me if that would be an addition to the... Yes, now it... Oh, why is this thing still steering there? Need to go out again. Look. If this would be a great addition to the world, I'm pretty sure it would. Not that I need another monstrous truck. Steering off. Let us bring in the wheels. We will use the top to get in and out. This is safe. It's reverse. Ugh, get away. Thank you. And close the ramp, I say, just so that I can... Ooh, and the ramp is so fast. That makes me anxious if something like that is just moving that quickly. It is not fast, but that's completely okay, I think. It seems to be in the game. It seems to be really, really fast and agile. I think in Space Engineers we can't do that. I still need to get Deserts of Carrack. That's still a game I need to get. I like the design of everything, but I really never bought it. It's like the Homeworld games. I never finished them. Like the designs of all the ships and all that stuff. I just played skirmishes and got into that way. And again, the whole... Let us find something that we can drive over or into. So the whole suspension setup is really neat, and I want something like this. We might have to do something similar. See how springy it is and all that stuff. But there seems to be... It seems that some things are getting damaged. Or... Oh, it could be build and repair, just building some stuff up that maybe is still in there that is not completely done. I'm losing my voice. It's just the worst. Again, getting sick in these times is just... You immediately think you will be... Ugh, that's the end for you, but maybe it's just a cold. This works nicely. This works really nicely. It could be a bit faster, but again, in times of in the area where Clang is roaming around and waiting for exactly stuff like that, it might not be the best idea. You see how the suspension works? It drove into the hole there and did a nice job. So okay, but I think that's all. We can remove that thing again, get out of creative, and just say Octopus. That is a nice job. That is a nice job you have done there. I really like this. The implementation of the doors. I'm planning stuff like that too. This is amazing. This is a great build. Thanks for sharing that with us. I'm really happy about it. Good. Let's remove that again. As sad as it is to see something like that go, but I need to concentrate on my stuff here and have to work out my things here. Let me get out of creative. Good. Yeah, I will prepare to work on this a bit more. What's the time? Oh, I think I'm running out of time. Good again. Maybe I can do that on my own. So I will add some gyroscopes to this. If you have more ideas for this, again, there needs to be some armor around it that I still need to put out, and it's again, as always, it's a prototype, so I can work on this here now. That's a good thing, and can fly around it. I have some more ice that I can grab out of this. I need to give me a sec. I need to turn off the O2 gen in here. O2, because otherwise this O2 generator will fill up the Is there ice in there still? Yeah, there is still ice in there. Otherwise this O2 gen will try to fill up the tanks. Yeah, I need more ice to fill this up, and then I can carry that around with me. Ooh, okay, there's drones incoming. Let me bring that over to the other side of this rover so that it doesn't get accidentally hit by something. And you rovers, could you please start killing whatever is coming towards us? Yeah, I really need to take a look at the idea to use to implement small grid stuff too. I could make some of the rovers look really nice with adding small grids. I need to do that. Good. But I think that's all for today, people. We took a look at the rover. That is pretty nice. Then we grabbed some ice. We had a nice talk, a nice chat about some things, and the next thing is that I hopefully can get. What happened here? Why did you hold up so crazy well? That was crazy how much of that thing reached here. I need to clean that up. Ooh, there's stuff lying around that we definitely can use. Good people. Yeah, the next again. I'm still waiting for this to finish so we can continue the track. I need to speed that up. I'm pretty sure you people can't see it anymore that I just build rover after rover and then still have the same scenery over and over. I need to get that finished. Good people, thanks for watching. I would say, hope you liked this episode. Leave me comments on the topic I discussed, and hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.